It's guns, guns, guns this week as we're off to the big European gun trade show in Germany. We're trying to melt the barrels of new rifles. We've got Hello Charlie, we've got Hunting YouTube. Welcome to Fieldsports Britain. There's plenty of posturing at the Internationale Waffenausstellung, known to its chums as IWA. Big shooting brands, they call them hunting brands here, want to make some noise, and small companies hope their products will be the talk of Nuremberg where the show is held. As it's a German show, the Germans take centre stage. The likes of Blaser, Mauser, Sauer are in prime locations. Sauer usually has something inventive on its stand, and this weekend is no different. Appealing to the less traditional end of the market, it is offering Pinstripe, a way of personalising your Sauer, with the only limitation being your imagination.
This is called the Sauer Garage. What does that mean? You know, the hot rod scene in the United States, so people put pinstriping on their cars to do something special. And what we showed or introduced this year is something complete new. You see that here? This is handmade. The last couple of days, he was sitting here on that place and painted that on the stocks. Something totally new, and the feedback is incredibly good. But here we have the example, the Green Mamba. The price is €2,995. Not the pinstriping, the whole gun. That model is called Moulin Rouge. We talk about $3,875.
And that includes the pinstripe?
Includes the pinstripe.
From Germany to Finland and Ticker, which is launching a new rifle onto the market.
Feedback was the main driving force. We've had the T3 since 2003, and all that time we have collected data from the customers, what they would like to have in here. One big one also was that the backward compatibility, because there is huge amount of existing accessories. So we didn't want to change anything that would affect that backward compatibility. So that is also taken in consideration when we designed this.
The halls are roughly divided into countries. In the British Pavilion is Nitesite, where we find our night vision expert Darren Rogers, who has his eye on the new add-ons for all current Nitesite owners, and a new unit to be properly launched in a few weeks' time.
Wandering around the IWA show, and I'm in the British Pavilion. I stumbled across the Nitesite and having a look at all their new launches that they're doing at the moment. They've really brought their kit into the 21st century. The new R-Tech model has an inbuilt recorder. It has Wi-Fi streaming, so you can Wi-Fi straight to any mobile phone. And also, one of the key features that people used to moan about, to get the crosshairs in sharp focus, you had to take the camera module off, put your finger in and adjust it. They've now done an external focus system, so you can just look at your screen, rotate this wheel, and every time that you're looking, you've got your crosshairs absolutely pin sharp in focus. For people who already own any of the Nitesite range, they've also brought out the Nitesite R, which is a recording module. It's also got the Wi-Fi app in it, so you can buddy share to your friend who's sitting beside you. Rangefinder again is a modular system. It attaches where the recoil clamp goes. So again, anyone who owns an existing Nitesite can just buy the rangefinder module, take off your recoil clamp, install the rangefinder instead. What I really like is the scan mode. So if you're calling foxes, you set it on scan mode. As the fox comes in, you don't have to use your hand to press any buttons. It just constantly scans and tells you the distance of the fox while it's running in. So if you're zeroed in and you want to shoot the fox at 100 metres, just wait till it comes to 100 metres and you know you're spot on. All of these products are going to be launched in May of this year, so they're going to be at the Northern Shooting Show and all of the shows in the UK during the summer.
Now, of course, Darren offers some glamour to the event, but not as much as Michaela Fialova and her American buddy and US hunting TV star Larissa Switlick.
Larissa, what have you seen at this show you like? Everything, honestly. I'm used to SHOT Show, so coming here is a real treat. It's a lot less hectic. A lot of the same brands, which I was surprised about. A lot of companies from the U.S., which is nice to see. But I also really enjoy seeing all the traditional hunting clothes and all the new guns. And there's a lot of different weapons that you don't see in the U.S. that you see over here.
M16s, not so many black knobbly guns.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's a different, like a really nice fancy shotguns, different traditional style of hunting over here. So that's interesting to me.
Michaela, you're doing something really specific here, aren't you? What are you doing?
Yeah, well, I'm looking for some sponsors who would be interested to save rhinos in Limpopo. There is a group of rangers and they need the support from every one of us. They need the tactical vests and NAL's equipment.
Now we're with Carl from Night Vision Gear UK.
This year, brand new, the Prime DC Spotter, which we've been waiting on quite a while, because with the Drone Pro, a lot of people wanted a spotter that would give them good service and similar sort of field of view, but at a lower cost, of course, than buying a second drone. And this is the job, the Prime DC 7 times magnification, and it's got a built-in SD recorder and a fairly powerful IR illuminator. The finished model will have a Picatinny rail on top, so the standard XLR that comes with the drone can be used on it to extend the range out to similar ranges to the drone, but with a wider field of view. The Spectre, first shown at the British Shooting Show. This is the only one in existence at this point in time. Traditional crosshairs, which saves battery life, colour during the day and black and white at night time, has a built-in recorder, and should be around the £600 retail price mark. Picture quality is a lot better than the competition at that price. It's not a drone, but it's not meant to be. We hope to have it ready for October. This is the Drone 15. This is intended for people that want to start shooting at 300 yards, start shooting and beyond. The Drone 10, wider field of view, probably more flexible unit, more intended for general shooting, with a maximum range possibly of 380, 400 at most. This is capable of a lot more. I believe Royal Upton has one at the moment, and probably won't want to give it back.
Of course, as normal, there are some lovely enigmatic films on the big screen here. You want to be taken seriously at IWA? You have to put a film on a big screen on your stand. One of the filmmakers is our old friend David Carsten Pedersen.
We're about to launch a new film. It's called Circles. It's the second installment in our Always Hunting series, where we want to make hunting movies that are a little bit different. It's quite a philosophical film. It's about hunting on the last day of the season, how the season ends, but it also starts again, how everything is more of a circle than just one single line, and that we as hunters have the opportunity to create new circles of our future.
Sounds a little bit like The Lion King.
A tad. We did consider putting the soundtrack of Circle of Life on it, but we thought that we might have some copyright issues. But deep down, we are all lions, and it does in a very strange way have lines to to The Lion King in some way. But you have to see the movie, and then you can judge for yourself.
But it's a very beautiful. Where did you shoot it?
We shot at the same place as we did our first movie, Heritage, in my grandfather's forest in Jutland. That is the forest that is that I am managing. I'm doing the game management and the forest management for my family. And it's a place that means a lot to me, and it's also a place where if you see Heritage, which it was the first movie we made, you can actually see the difference in the forest. We actually record some of the same places, but it's a very different movie because the season, the forest changes with the season. So, of course, the movie also changes.
So there it is, the trade at its best. Well, you saw those lovely posters on the Sauer stand. Now we've got some of those to give away. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/Fieldsports Channel, look for the poster and like, share, love, poke, whatever you want to do with it. We will pop you into the draw to win. I think we've got half a dozen of them to give away. Now, as you may have noticed, I'm recording this in almost total darkness due to some technical issues we had this week. So unfortunately there's no news this week. David will be back on form next week. Now let's have a look at what you lot have been up to. It is Hello Charlie.
Hello Charlie, my name's Henry Clues and I'm pike fishing in Dorset and I've just caught this bad boy.
Hello Charlie, this is Chafe from Norfolk here. I've been up the farm today for a little shoot with my air rifle. Been cracking day, had 2 squizzers and about 6 or 7 rats.
Hello Charlie, just here plucking one of my pheasants from the shoot today. Thanks for all the videos that you do, it's really good, so keep them up.
Hello Charlie, just in a wet windy North Yorkshire, doing a bit of roost shooting after some pigeons, pal. So far I've got a squirrel, that's it.
Hello Charlie, it's only Reese here from the game shooting for the working man and woman. Just out on the roost shooting. At the moment the pigeons are winning the battle, but the war isn't over yet.
Hello Charlie, Mark Jefferson in Somerset, unshaven, shot a bag of 110 crows. Cheers.
Hey Charlie, just on the golf club, trying to get a few pigeons, but he's absolutely peeing it down. So I'm sheltering.
Hello Charlie, I'm here at the Eva and there are no famous big names at all. Pretty boring, so I miss you. Hope to see you somewhere out there pretty soon.
That's it. Please send me your Hello Charlies via Facebook, YouTube, Dropbox or email charlie@fieldsportschannel.tv. Thank you for those. Please keep them coming. Now, we've not just been in Nuremberg, we've also been over at the Sauer factory in Bavaria to have a look at one of their rifles and find out just how tough it is. So I have been having fun in Germany. The grand old gunmaker JP Sauer & Son opened its usually secretive doors to let me in to make some films for them about how their new 101 and 404 rifles perform in extreme conditions. We simulated a Sahara sandstorm in a box. Does the rifle fire afterwards? Yes, it does. We drop it, drill it, we balance it precariously, and the rifles we put through this shoot accurately time after time. All the films I made are in German. I want to show you my favourite film of all. Here is Sauer's top tester Markus Klusic to explain in English what's going on. You put some rifles in the freezer. What were you doing?
We put these guns 2 weeks at minus 40 degrees, loaded. Please don't try this at home. That's because we want to know if the functioner is given or not.
Yeah, it's all about function. And it is about watching the ice break as Marcus fires his glacier gun. But that's not all.
In the next step, we heated the gun up with a lot of shots from minus 40 degrees up to 150 degrees Celsius with about 60 rounds.
Marcus was worried that the firing pin would start to behave strangely at these temperatures. He pulled out spent shells throughout the test to check them.
The hit in the primer is the same at minus 40 degrees to 150 degrees. The special thing at the 404 is that we make the system with tolerances that the whole firing pin system and the trigger system are functionally okay at minus 40 degrees up to 150 degrees.
All those bullets make a mess of the target. Marcus excuses the inaccuracy. He says it's down to him having to shoot with open sights.
But we have this lot of ice on the whole system, so we cannot mount a scope, and that's the reason why I have shoot with the open sights.
It was a fun few days making these films. You can view all of them on the Sauer YouTube channel. From Bavaria to the wider world of hunting and shooting, on YouTube it is Hunting YouTube. This is Hunting YouTube, which aims to show the best hunting and shooting videos that YouTube has to offer. Viewer Alexis Gounard from France sends me this film showing his last wild boar hunting trip, with des instants mémorables, what I think we would call magic moments. Somewhere in Hungary is an area thick with red deer fallow and wild boar where you will want to book a hunt operated by Savaco Hunting Trips. That's the conclusion of this new film. And with lambs gambling across large parts of Britain at this time of year, here is a film from 2 years ago in Ayrshire that's getting talked about on Facebook. A Jack Russell accounts for a lamb killer. Now let's talk about Iwer, and I was delighted to meet Mario, the guy behind Paloma Hunting, who has just brought out a trailer for a film he plans to have edited by the autumn. In it, a stroke victim learns to walk and goes after a trophy ibex in Switzerland. Someone else I met at Iwer is Marius, the German guy behind the Wild Boar Fanatic channel. He just brought out this film about his 2015 season. We were not the only channel filming at Iwer this year. Most of the coverage looked a bit like this. Here is an Estonian explaining his new dog finding app in English to a German channel. For more stylish coverage, watch Iwer 2016 Best of Show Knives and Air Guns plus Kunai Shooter Update. It is by our old friend, the magnificent Jörg Sprava, and shows all the bits of the Iwer show that other channels dare not mention. And finally, let's go to America to learn about a hunting TV host. The Solo Hunter channel goes to the home of Jason Matzinger, gets him to tell his story and advise on how to start a hunting TV show on American television. Stars in your eyes. That's it for this week. If you have a YouTube film you would like us to pop into the weekly top 8, send it in via YouTube or email me the link, charlie@fieldsportschannel.tv. Well, we are back next week. If you haven't done so already, please go to our website, fieldsportschannel.tv, where you can click to like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter, or pop your email address into our register page, our constant contact box, and we'll constantly contact you about this show, Fieldsports Britain. It's out 7 p.m. UK time every Wednesday, and this has been Fieldsports Britain. Good hunting, good shooting, good fishing, and auf Wiedersehen.